Coffee and Chinese food. A car. Daily ritual. This is how I start my day off. How do you guys start your day off? Hey everyone, my name is Zach Post, and everybody's been telling me to make videos on my car project, so that's what I'm doing now. Today I'm going to show you guys my 85 El Camino. It's clean, the cleanest one I've ever owned, so that's what we're going to start off with. And I think that's everything. But first I'm going to eat and drink my Vietnamese coffee, because I'm like kind of Vietnamese a little bit, just a little bit. So, yep, I could do that. Okay everyone, here's my 85 Elco. I'm gonna start off at the front here. Very stock, which is exactly what I want. Not for the fact I want to keep it original, because that's boring as hell, but it hasn't been touched, messed with. The only thing that this car had done to it was somebody put in a really janky audio system, if you want to even call it that. But it's slow because it's a 4.3 liter V6. You'll still see these engines around every freaking where. They're still in trucks all the time. But so 4.3 liter V6, no power, and then we have a TH350, which is a 3-speed automatic transmission. They're everywhere too. They're used in everything from the beginning of time when it comes to GM products. When I got this car, I haven't had it very long. It just kind of, one of my friends posted me in it on a sell site or on Facebook, and I had to have the car just because of how unmolested it is and how clean it is for being an 85. So I'll kind of give you guys a quick walkthrough of what I want, at least, like, you know, the minimal stuff. Get out of here, freaking wasp, I hate you. So V8 swap, of course. I can't decide if I want to go. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with just the 350, maybe 383 stroker. Can't decide. Money is going to decide for me, but that'll be for sure. Get out of here. Okay, anyways, so that'll for sure, you know, happen. This is a TBI engine, so I don't know how I'm gonna do wiring and stuff. If you don't know what TBI is, it's considered throttle body injection. It's bullshit. Don't use it. These suck. These two thingies, they break all the time. You have to rebuild them. They're kind of retarded. So yeah, enough on that. So we're gonna go to the front of the car. Fenders are clean. So one of the main reasons I wanted this was that it sat in a barn for, I think the gentleman said, I think 8 to 9 years maybe. So, you know, that's eight years that it's not gonna, you know, be on the road. So it's pretty straight. I mean, of course you're gonna have your normal dents, such as this one. This one's pretty noticeable. You know, clear coat, peel, of course. This, I believe, is the original paint job on the car. So, yeah, stock wheels, kind of. That's the spare, original tire and everything. Check date code. So spare is still good for rolling around. Front fascia, this is a 4 headlight because it's after, what, 82? So it has the 4 headlights instead of the 2, which I'm a fan of the 2, so I might swap that. I still haven't decided. This fender, pretty clean except for right here. Has another dent, which is like nothing compared to my other El Camino that you guys will see in the future. That's what stock, most of the time stock wheels are on S10s and El Caminos right there. As you come back, this door is perfect, except for the little scrapage here in the paint, but who cares, gonna get painted anyway. Roof, clean, very clean. Hood, don't care, gonna get replaced unless I cut a hole into it, which you guys can think whatever you want to on that one. Interior on this flippin' car is so far the cleanest one I've ever seen. The door panels, the only issue is when I said a stereo system, the idiots cut 1, a hole in the door panel, and then 2 in the actual door, so that really does suck. Trying to decide what I want to do with that. Can't decide. Gosh, you can't even see, man. What the hell? Oh my goodness, this is so dark. Oh. But And we come to the dash. It has the normal dash cracks that these cars get. Oh, can't even see it because how dirty my windshield is. But these are minimal. I've seen them where they're just spidered out. There's like 3 or 4. I plan on pulling the dash, cleaning those up, and I think I'm gonna flock it. I like the idea of a flock to dash. So, like I said, all stock. Very boring. You have your speedo, stupid lights that are, yeah, they're stupid. Fuel gauge, and then you have a clock, which still works, surprisingly. Like I said, clean door panels, clean bench seat. Bench seat's gonna be swapped out. Headliner is droopy. Don't care, gonna get a new one anyway. I got some random miscellaneous junk back here, and the cover here is thrashed, but I have a new one. But I'm probably gonna get a black one anyway. It's pretty much the interior. Sill plates, pretty clean. I might polish them up, or I might buy new ones. I haven't decided yet. As you come back here, you're like, oh, Zach, why did you have the rear rims off? Well, that's what first project's gonna be. So right now I'm trying to pull the rear end out because what we're going to do is we're going to frame notch the rear side of the car so I can run a wider size tire and rim combination. A lot of people, they'll do is just cut it and then you know, cut it out and then just graft this actual frame back. What I decided to do was get a like frame notch kit from UMI or UMI Performance, whichever way you call them. I don't know exactly what you call them, but I have that. And this always happens. The wiring harness always falls out and they always rub on rims or tires, which sucks, but we'll fix that. Oof. So we come around here, you got food. Tailgate's pretty clean, trim is needed on the tailgate. You have a dent right here, which sucks. We're gonna have to pull that out and try to get this body line to be as close to factory. If not, I'm just gonna buy an actual panel that wraps around and we'll just replace it. You have a little bit of rust here, and then rim off on this side as well. You have this side is prone, like has way more rust, so you have all this. But this is why I have donor cars. And then there's one back there, which that patch panel covers like this whole section, so I could just get all that. But other than that, that's like the only rust on the car. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I plan on keeping this car forever, so I plan on dropping way too much money in it. But so far so good. So okay, so I want to give you guys kind of an idea of what parts I have for the car so far. I've been gathering these for quite a while because I thought I was going to use them on my other El Camino, but when I saw this one was the one, just because, like I said, of how straight it is. This here is a Jags, I believe it's Jags, I tracked it down, dual exhaust cross member. So on a normal G body, you have the, on this side, I believe, it weighs up so that it has the single exhaust from the factory. But on this side, it's just flat, and making an exhaust around that is a bitch. So I have this tubular bitchin' one that I got actually a swap meet. Guy didn't know what transmission it was for, so he didn't really care. So I bought it for like, I think 50 bucks. They like run 125 new, so saving a little bit of money there. So that's the first part. I'll show you the next thing. Okay, this is just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I have laying around that I can show you. I have more stuff like this just from piling it up, but here's a couple of fuel filters, very cheap. This car has fuel injection, so on a normal standard carburetor engine you have a fuel pump on the block itself that runs off the camshaft. Well, I like the idea of being able to have a pump in the actual tank, and then being able to regulate my fuel pressure with a fuel pressure regulator on like the firewall, etc. So for my carburetor, because I know I'm gonna run carburetor, hate me if you want, carburetors are bitchin', I don't care what you say. So fuel pumps, or fuel filters, I want to keep the inline fuel filter because standard you have like either glass or plastic one that goes from the fuel pump on the block straight up to the carburetor, which it can look good if done right, but most of the time people just leave them hanging around, and yeah. So I'm gonna run these. I love being able to buy like a $2 filter at any store I want to. and unbolting my fuel lines and throwing one in. It looks cleaner, OEM, and it's on the frame rail. It's pretty cool. So, got a couple of those. I got a couple of cheap U-joints for the drive shaft. Like I said, this car's been sitting for a long time, and those things are trashed, and I plan on being able to drive this car in and out of the garage while I work on it until I start engine swapping / transmission swapping, all that kind of drivetrain stuff. So I want to be able to make sure that one, those don't fail, and two, since they're so rusty, they'll actually rust weld back onto my rear end, even though I've already pulled it before. So I'm gonna swap these out. This right here is a Prothane kit for my body mounts. So they're polyurethane. I wanted red ones because all my other parts are red, but you don't see them, but they were out of stock on it. But pretty much it's just stiffen between my frame and my actual body. The flex will be a lot better, and my old ones are some odd years old, so this will be pretty sweet. Almost, what is that, 32 years old? So 2017, yeah. So these are pretty sweeto. My car's it's gonna be a fun, like, actual ride. So this right here, these 4 bolts are my rear control arms for my rear end. They're just new bolts I had. Picked them up for a pretty reasonable price. And this right here goes with another part that I'm about to show you. Just miscellaneous hardware. And I don't remember what, oh, these are my, if I remember right. Yeah, so these are new. Mike Money sells these. These are actually body mount bolts, which I'm so excited that they started selling these because you can't find them anywhere. So pretty sweet. They just replaced, of course, your old nasty ass bolts. So pretty cool on that part. Okay, this right here is a UMI / UMI. Like I said, somebody correct me. I don't know how to say it. I like this word UMI. It sounds bitchin'. But this is a rear shock tower brace. So this just, you know, connects to the two where the 2 shocks bolt to. And I bought this a little early because I'm going to do my rear notch kit, and I want to have this in place while I'm cutting up the frame so that it stays, you know, stable. I'm doing this, and then I think I'm gonna do a actual runner, or whatever you want to call it, actual bar that goes back here between the tank and the bumper. I have another kind of, you know, some tube going through that like that, and that's what those bolts are for the other thing. This right here is literally just my UMI notch kit. It's I don't know, it's pretty sweet. It's just think of the 2 frame rails being 1/8" steel. So it's pretty much what it is. You know, you guys will be seeing that probably in the next video when I start the frame notch. And then here's some weld through primer for that project. But let me show you what these are. I have 4 rims here. I'm kind of showing them a little premature, but I bought these because 1, they're wicked, and 2, I need them to. I wanted to make sure that they like fit on the car with my notch and stuff. These are the fronts, so you'll get an idea. So this is just a super affordable rim. They're about $100 a piece. So like I said, affordable. Oh my god, I can't get this plastic back off. But so this is a Jags. I think it's SSR Star 2. They have like your standard, like what do you want to call it, like centerline style, and then they have these ones, and they have this new like wire one. So they're pretty sweet for their price. I don't know how they're gonna stand up, but they've grown in popularity lately. Like a lot of people are buying these. I'm seeing them everywhere nowadays. So they must be somewhat decent. Jake sells them, and Vision is the actual company that makes them. And I have 2. I think my top 2. Yeah, see, my top 2, my 15x4s are Jags, and then they could never get the 15x8s for the rear in stock, so I had to just go through Vision themselves, and I have those 2. So my center caps are gonna be different, but I plan on changing them anyway. So kind of a little teaser right there. You kind of see it. They are just totally bitching though. I love the look of skinnies in the front with some thicks in the rear, so it should be pretty sweet. Okay, everyone. That's just a wasp here. They're everywhere. So that's just kind of a basic rundown of what I kind of have in store. You know, just a basic look at the car, look at what I have, kind of a plan. So I guess stay tuned. Next episode will definitely be start actually doing some work. I was going to plan on cutting my wheel wells out of the top of the bed today, but my air compressor actually belt just died like 3 days ago or something, so I need to get a new one. I'm still trying to look into which one it is because it's a really old air compressor, but that'll definitely be up next. And I want to notch the frame, and after that we're going to probably undercoat the car and other suspension stuff, all sorts of goodies, because I really want to get started on drivetrain stuff because that's of course everybody's favorite. But I wanted to take this car from, you know, do it different. Most people do engine stuff first and then figure out that the transmission and drivetrain can't handle all their power that they're putting down, and they'll start breaking shit, and then they'll be like pissed because they gotta tear the car out even though it's like running or whatever. But before I ramble on more, I want to leave you guys with a little bit of a sound of what this V6 sounds like right now. All it is manifolds down to a wide pipe. I had to cut the exhaust off because one, it had holes throughout all of it, and I wanted to start fitting up parts like my transmission cross member, making sure it was for 350, because that's probably what I'm gonna run, is just a TH350 rebuilt with, you know, shift kit and all that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely let you guys in with that, and if you enjoyed, do what the normal thing is that you do. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.